Today on this show, we are looking at the manifesto wars in Uttar Pradesh. It's BJP's Sankalp Patra versus Samajwadi Party's Vachan Patra. Let's take a quick look at the top 10 promises in both manifestos. Let's bring up the BJP manifesto first on screen. Okay, free electricity for irrigation for farmers, two free LPG cylinders, and notably on Holi and Diwali, free public transport travel for women over 60. There's free two-wheelers for female college students, a lot of freebies you see there. Jobs, self-employment, opportunity to at least one member of each family. 10 years jail time, 1 lakh fine for those found guilty of love jihad. That's the love jihad angle. Increase in pension for widows. 5,000 crore to be spent on modernization of sugarcane mills, payment of sugarcane dues clearly with an eye on appeasing the agitated farmers in Western UP, and financial assistance of up to 1 lakh rupees for marriage of girls from poor families. These are like the top 10 takeaways that we could quickly take out so far. But now let's look at the Samajwadi Party manifesto, which was released barely a couple of hours later. Free power for irrigation to farmers, interest free loans and pensions. All poor farmers will be made debt free by 2025. Big promise, MSP for all crops. Sugarcane farmers, again, yes, to appease them, will be paid their dues. 25 lakhs for families of farmers who died during the farm protests. LPG cylinders free, again, to 1 liter free petrol for all two-wheeler owners, free petrol for auto rickshaw drivers or CNG, 33% reservation for women in government jobs, including police, Urban Employment Guarantee Act on the line of FG and NREGS, Samajwadi canteen, Kirana stores for essentials on subsidized rates for all the poor and needy in the state. Sunita, let me bring you in. Let's talk about this whole ये जो एक दो घंटे के बीच में इन्होंने मैनिफेस्टो रिलीज किया. He talked about Amit Shah talked about a Sankalp Patra. Akhilesh Yadav talked about a Vachan Patra. ये संकल्प पत्र और वचन पत्र में क्या डिफरेंस हुआ? और बिकॉज दैट इज व्हाट ही ट्राइड टू प्ले ऑन अखिलेश, क्योंकि अखिलेश
You
ने
know,
बाद में रिलीज किया.
this is what is happening in politics today when we play on words more than what we do. So performance rather. So they said Sankalp Patra is they said commitment to the voters that we are going to do all this in the next 5 years. What Akhilesh Yadav is saying is Samajwadi Vachan Patra, Satya Vachan Patra, matlab this is my honest promise to you that if I come to power, then in 5 years I'm going to do. There's not much difference. And if you look at their manifestos also, the focus is very clear: freebies, farmers, women. That's there.
Right.
Yes, there are certain new things that Samajwadi Party has mentioned, like 33% quota for women in government jobs,
Right.
including police. That is something new. Then 25 lakhs compensation to farmers who died during the agitation.
Yeah, let's
BJP
bring
has
up those
mentioned.
graphics. I'm
Yeah.
just telling the team.
And
Yeah.
there are a lot of things. He's talking about Samajwadi canteen, whereas they're also, BJP is also offering something like that only. Now, this 300 rupees free power, that is something, today only we were discussing, and we realized that this year, there is a scheme of one-time settlement where farmers, if they make their payment, they clear their dues, they get interest waived off. And this outstanding amount is about 27,000 crores. And this time the farmers came forward and cleared only 2,000 crores because they're very hopeful that whichever government is going to come is going to waive off their old dues and all that. So there are a lot of promises. While Samajwadi Party has tried to be progressive and all that, BJP is also progressive, but at the same time political also, because they mentioned about some cultural centers for Dalit icons, for backward icons. This is something, these are the constituencies they are trying to penetrate. So it's
Right.
very clear that both of them are trying to. But my only question is, manifestos coming after the political discourse has already been settled. 2 days before the elections,
The
how
voting,
much
right?
does it matter? We already have a political narrative going on right now, at least for the first two phases. And now we come with the
Hmm.
manifestos. By the time it will reach people, yes, there'll be
Hmm.
some discussion. But whether it will change the mind of people, influence the voting decision, I'm a little doubtful about it.